Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I don't even know anymore what episode this is, and I don't know anymore what our plan even is going forward. Looking at our character right there, I think the plan was the possibility of getting more Tigrex armor or just upgrading, I believe is what it was. I don't know how long this would take. This might be a minute if we do something like that. Tigrex scale, Tigrex shell, Fusium ore. I remember the Fusium being kind of annoying to acquire. And we don't have the arms or the helmet unlocked. Oh, man. That is a bit of a tough decision, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know what we do. Well, it's a new day. It's a new day. Been a while since I've played. Been a couple of days. So, I'm feeling up to giving Tigrex another shot. Last time I fought him, didn't really get anything, like not really fucking anything whatsoever out of it. So I wasn't feeling like I wanted to fight him again. But it's a new day. I haven't fought anybody yet. So this might be a good way to get into it. We'll fight Tigrex one more time. See what we get out of that. And if we get the stuff to make the leggings, then we'll go out of our way to get the Fusium ore and make the leggings. And we'll see if maybe we unlock the helmet and arms as well, just so that we can at least look at it. Make sure we're all good to go, and let's get right into it. So this will be another fight that I probably cut the majority of out, since we've already seen it before. But it's got to be done. I can't just not do it. So, oh, where the hell are we? I'm going to go ahead and take care of this, and I will see you guys on the other side. Game, what the fuck was that occurrence? Are you fucking kidding me right now? What the fuck was those 9 seconds? Are you kidding me right now? The fuck, why did you do any single thing that just happened there? Son of a bitch. Off to a great fucking start, I already see. Alright, that was a pretty clean ending. Overall, that fight was pretty clean. I think we performed better this Tigrex fight than we have the last couple of Tigrex fights. Couple mishaps, a couple of weird game thinking it's funny moments, but that's about how it goes all the time, no matter who you're fighting. So overall, pretty good Tigrex fight. I'm happy with how that went. Now I'm excited to get not even a single item that I came here to get, and I just wasted my time. I'm really excited for that. While we're at it, let's see about not getting any Fusium whatsoever. I've never heard of Deep Bloodstone before. I didn't even know that was a thing in the game. Oh, we got the scale. Still didn't get the shell, though. I don't remember getting a single shell that whole time. We either got one or none. I can't remember how many we started with. But either way, I don't exactly want to fight him again to get no shells again. I don't know why it's so fucking hard to get this basic item. I don't know why. And I can't get any Fusium either. So, I don't think we're gonna be making this. Did we even unlock the arms? Oh, we did. We unlocked the arms and the helmet, probably? Yes. And we don't have enough for any of these. I don't want to do that, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to do any of this farming just to get none of it. Because this Tigrex, I've killed him like, what, 3 or 4 times now? And I just can't seem to get any single thing that I need. At all. Like, I know I'm 1 shell short on the leggings, but I also know that it's going to be another 3 hunts before I get that 1 shell. I already know. I just don't want to waste my time with that shit. As much as I don't want to, I think the best option would be to actually just upgrade these and get some more defense points out of them. Because holy shit. This shit is ridiculous, the way that they're just not giving me anything. So what would the difference be? If we were to get the leggings, that would be a difference of 16 defense. So if we were to make the leggings, we would gain 16 defense. And we can probably just make up for that by upgrading these, so that we're getting the same defense increase that we would have if we were to make the leggings. So if we were to upgrade the chest plate once, the waist once, that would give us another 16. So now, right now, we have the same defense as we would have if we had made Tigrex leggings and replaced the Cuckoo leggings with that. Do we want to upgrade any of these other ones? Again, I don't like doing this. I want to try and minimize it as much as possible. So if I can avoid it, I'd like to. But we are also just straight up kind of lacking on defense here. Let's just go ahead and upgrade these. So this will give me another 12. Can upgrade it again for another 4, so then that'll be 24. Yeah, let's do that. Whoa, I can upgrade it by 10. What the fuck? I can upgrade it by 10, not even using any of the spheres, but just using Cuckoo pieces that I know I'm not really going to use anywhere else. That actually might be kind of a power play. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's upgrade these. I didn't know that was like a thing I could do. Upgrade that. Alright, I'm trying to keep it balanced. I don't want to use all of one item. I just don't like doing that. So I'm trying to spread out which Cuckoo items I use here as much as I can. Like that. Okay. That's pretty fucking solid. What, we just upgraded from 44 to 62? So we just got an 18 defense increase on all 3 of these. 18 defense increase on all 3 of these items individually, plus another 16 off of these 2 items collectively. And that's not counting the fact that these 2 items themselves are also increases. So if we were to compare our original Cuckoo, all 44, to what we have now, what would that be? So 44, that's an 18 increase, like I figured. 3, that should be a 54 defense increase, I believe. Let me calculate that again just to be sure. Yeah, that should be a 54 defense increase for these 3 pieces. And then 44 to 68, that would be a 24 increase, which is then 48 collectively. I'm pretty sure. So then 54 plus 48. We should, if I did my math right, which I don't know if I did, that should be a 102 defense increase compared to the full Cuckoo set. I did all of that in my head. It's not exactly hard math, but trying to keep track of all those numbers, it is easy to mess something up and get a slightly off calculation. So if you guys at home want to fact check me on that, go for it. But I think that what we just did was a 102 defense increase compared to the full Cuckoo set. It doesn't look that great, but again, I don't give a fuck. Appearance is a luxury that we cannot afford this early in the game. We're here for defense. And I don't care about skills either, so I'm fine with a mixed random set. I'm not farming Tigrex anymore. Those days are done. I'm done with that. So we're just going to move on and start progressing. What is progression? I don't know. But what I do know is that out of all these missions, the only one I want to do is this one. Durambros is cool, but that's a capture mission. Ignactor is cool, but that's a capture mission. So we'll do this one since it's a hunt. We'll do this. If we still don't have a red text bubble. Actually, before we do that, I just want to make sure. I just wanted to see if there was a red text bubble anywhere else that we had missed, but we don't. So we'll do this mission. If we don't have a red text bubble, then we'll do the Durambros mission. Still don't have one, then we'll do the Ignactor mission. Still don't have one, then we'll just look it up. So let's get right into it. Time to fight Zinogre again. I'm excited. High rank Zinogre. Based on the Tigrex fight, I'm assuming that this fight is going to be more like what I described. Fighting the low rank one, he didn't really act all that much the way that I thought he would. And now that I'm, like, comparing it to the high rank Tigrex, who did act a lot more like I thought he would, I'm wondering if maybe that was just because it was low rank. I know high rank buffs up the stats of monsters, obviously, but I didn't think they had any more effect than that, but it's possible that there is. That the monsters themselves become crazier fights, depending on what rank you're in. It's possible, because, like, again, using Tigrex as an example, I would describe him as being an incredibly ferocious, he's very vicious, aggressive, and fast monster. Like, he's very fast, like you would expect from an agile monster like Nargacuga, but instead of the precision to go with that speed and agility, he just has pure-on raw ferocity going with it, which then goes to a different fight than Nargacuga, despite them being very similar in many ways, and having the same skeleton. But in low rank, he didn't really exhibit many of those qualities. He was a lot slower than I would have expected. And it's possible that that was just low rank, and that was why he was like that. Because fighting him in high rank, he was a lot more like that. Whenever he was enraged, he really felt like a bigger threat. So comparing Tigrex from low rank to high rank and seeing just how more like him he was in high rank, I am wondering if that really is a thing, like a difference between low rank and high rank that I didn't know about. And if so, that would be awesome, because then that means the fight we're about to get into is going to be a lot more like the Jinoker that I know, that we didn't get to see when we fought him in low rank. Either that, or the reason why he didn't do it in low rank is just pure RNG luck. I don't know. But he wasn't as wild, wacky, and crazy as I thought he would be when we fought him in low rank. You could, like, he still exhibited some of those qualities, but not as outlandish and blatant as I thought he would. So we'll see in this fight if he lives up to that expectation this time or not, since we're in high rank now. I'm having a lot of fun with this already. The dancing around each other that we've been doing as I've been counterattacking his attacks, but he's been comboing his attacks endlessly, has already, at the immediate start of this fight, been a lot of fun. I think I can already feel it. That comboing nature of Jinoker's, I can already feel he's doing that a lot more. Because he's had so many attacks that are just endless. Since he'll do one attack, immediately do another follow-up, immediately do another follow-up. And because those aren't just follow-up attacks, that's an actual combo, I can very easily predict it, and I know what he's going to do. It's so fucking fun. He does one attack, and I say, okay, I know what that attack is, I know its timing, and I know the next 3 attacks he's going to do, because he's a combo monster. He loves comboing. And those strings and combos are memorizable and predictable. So fucking good. I think he was trying to blow up there. I haven't really been paying attention to his charges. If we stagger him a couple more times while he's trying to charge, then I'll know for sure. Oh no, I rolled the wrong way. I didn't mean to roll that way. Damn. I was doing so fucking good. If I had rolled the way I had envisioned in my mind, I would have dodged that attack and it would have felt so awesome. I messed that up. Oh, that was good. That was really good. I think he's trying to blow up here. He's trying to detonate. Yep. Damn, I didn't mean to. If I hadn't done that thrust, I would have avoided that. That thrust pushed me forward just slightly to get into the radius of that electric blast. My bad. I've gotten hit a few times, and so far, all of it has really been my fault, I'm definitely willing to say. Damn, I thought I could iframe that, and maybe I could have, but my timing was wrong. Okay, let's stop making stupid mistakes. He's charged up, so we can't afford to be doing that shit. Mistimed? Can I please stop making these dumbass mistakes? Oh, that was so good. Damn, I didn't see that. Stop, please. Shit. Fuck. That is not a stun I'm gonna get angry about because that was literally an electric blast. Of course, the lightning blight stunned me. Come on, man. We're doing such big damage. Get out of the charge. Stop doing that attack. Oh, no. Oh. Imagine what bad luck I had to have had to hit that fucking tip of his tail during that attack. Are you kidding me? How is that even possible? There we go. Nice. Got him out of his charge. Back in Valor. Great. Tables have turned. As long as I stop messing up. He's going to try and charge again, but we're nowhere near the detonation, so let's not even worry about it. I was hoping to knock him out of it, but I guess not. Maybe I should try Fate Slashing the other way. If I parry that first slam and Fate Slash to the left... So far I've been Fate Slashing to the right to avoid the attack. But you'll notice that each time I do that, I also try and do a parry, because I expect him to lock onto me. But he can't turn his body like that, and he's using his other foot to slam the second time. So I wonder, as long as I get the timing great, like I do it as fast as possible, if I can parry his left foot slam, Fate Slash to the left, purposely putting myself in the way of his next slam, if I can then immediately parry that second one too. So that way I can parry his entire combo and get 2 hits on him. Look at him go. My man. Classic. Never gets old. That would be super cool if I can do that. If I can parry his first slam, immediately Fate Slash to the left, and put myself right in the firing zone for his second slam. If I can then parry that second one too, and combo, or not combo, but counter the whole thing. That would be super good. I've been parrying the first one, Fate Slashing out of the way to the right, because I'm not 100% sure if the timing does work. But it seems like if it does work, it would be pretty close. So I might give it a shot just to see. It's definitely worth a shot of that experimentation. Hopefully he does that attack again before he dies. He should be pretty close to dying. I say that, but I critical juncture him anyway. Hey, I would like to get the opportunity to try it out, but I'm not going to go easy on him just so that I can. If he dies right now, that's on him, not on me. I should have done that. It's okay, he wasn't attacked. Why are you doing that, man? Come on. Come on, dude. He's gonna detonate soon, isn't he? Probably here, because I've done a lot of damage to him. Yep. I know it's coming and I still get hit by it. Because I just don't want to back off. Down to yellow. Oh, shit. Didn't think he was doing that. That seems like a limp turn to me. Yeah, it sure is. Thanks, Bullfango. You're awesome, man. You're gonna try and fly again? Boom! Whoa, he goes straight up. His model, the moment he jumps, turns horizontal, and he goes straight up and then arcs over. Alright, classic. Yeah, that's awesome. The Zinogre flying, leaving the zone is my favorite of all time. It's funny when Kangala does it, but it's inhumanly funny when Zinogre does it. Completely different level of funny. Nice flip, nice try. And you're in G rank, so I don't even need to worry about the possible counter up to that. Because you can't do that. Unless you can't do that anyway, and it's Thunderlord I'm thinking about that does that. I don't know. I don't have parry, and he's also in charge state, so I can't try out my strategy with Slam. Although it would probably be easier to do now that he's in a charge state. Because his Slam in the charge state becomes a charge Slam rather than a regular one, which means the timing is slower because he's charging it up. So the question of whether or not I could get the second parry off in time isn't even a question, it's a definite yes. So his charge Slam, as long as I place myself right, I could definitely double parry. That was not a right placement, but the timing was right. That is exactly what I'm talking about. But his regular Slam, where the timing is faster because he doesn't have to hold it back to charge it up, I wonder if I can double parry that. I'm going to need to keep that in mind. I think I've double parried it once before in the series, and I called it out, but I don't know if that was the same situation, or if that was just like a lucky encounter. I don't know. I don't know. Some questions. It would be nice to go back and try out some of these things on these monsters in the future. That's the whole point of the series. The whole point of the series is my trying to improve. I'm good at the game, but I have such a long way to go before I can really say that I'm great. So many more hours of practicing, so many more monsters I need to fight, all this more time I need to put into the game before I can go after anybody solo and win, before I feel comfortable doing anything and tackling any challenge. I want to become a level 999, and I'm not even halfway there, and I feel like my skill isn't either. I still have such a long way to go. So some of these strategies, thinking about how I could maybe tackle certain monsters, and trying to get them to work and mastering that technique, I'd really like to come up with more of those and put them into practice. So that thought process on the Zinogre, the double parry on his double slam, is something I've never tried to do, but if it is possible, I'd like to learn how to do it. Because then, that's an upgrade to my play against Zinogre. Now I could do more damage and take more opportunity against more things that he does. That's big for me if I can learn that. I'd like to do that for all monsters if possible. Levinus, Astos, Gameth. Okay, alright. Well, looks like we're on the Fated 4 now. Alright. Well then. I guess, depending on how much defense this gives, that may or may not have answered our armor question. Because I know I can farm Glavenus for his armor. I know I can do that. Alright. We still have some time in this episode. Do we save the whole Fated 4, tackle the whole Fated 4 in one episode? I mean, that would make the most sense. But I also don't want to just wall ourselves here and achieve nothing for no reason. Alright, so we have a very clear path on where we're trying to go. We gotta fight the Fated 4. However, we do have some time left in this episode, but not enough time for all 4 of them. And I want to thematically put all 4 of them together, so next episode we'll tackle all 4 of these missions. But I don't want to leave this episode here, since we do still have some time on our hands. So I thought, what if we did fight one more of these monsters? We'll do a capture mission. It's annoying. I don't like capture missions. But the monster is fun, he's new, and I'd like to share him with you, because he's a cool monster. And we will be fighting him again in the future, one way or another, I'm sure. So let's go ahead and let's stock ourselves up here on everything. Do we have any tranq bombs? Nope. Let's see about getting stocked up on all that. We don't want to be left empty-handed on these things. Alright, so I'm not planning on fighting Durambros and Ignactor. I'm only planning on fighting Ignactor, because between the two of them, I think I like Ignactor better. I think he's a lot cooler. Yeah, we'll just go like this. We don't need more than 5 tranq bombs, we'll be fine. So I just want to share Ignactor with you guys because, number one, I like him better than Duramboros. Number two, he's new. And number three, I brought him up earlier in the series, and I claimed that he was basically a much better version of Lavasioth. Lavasioth is basically Ignactor Plesioth, and Ignactor is basically Plesioth Lagiacrus. So Ignactor, there he is, we spawned on him. Ignactor is a very cool monster, a lot better than Plesioth. I fought him recently on my main profile, actually, with a friend of mine, and he was just as fun then as I remember him being. Super cool. You can see what I mean by saying he's a Plesioth Lagiacrus. There's the Lagiacrus model, Leviathan species. He's just the same. And this is the Plesioth mechanic, except done to a much better level. Which is to say that Ignactor here is covered in magma. He's covered in magma that acts as an impenetrable shield. If you hit any part of his body, it deflects. But how you get around this is that whenever I'm missing every single thing I do, alright. Whenever he goes in the lava like that, or if he goes underground, that kind of thing, the molten, like the hardened magma on his body will melt and become molten again, in which case it becomes soft and you could damage him. Hit a part enough, and the magma breaks off entirely and it becomes permanently damaging. So it's a pretty cool mechanic, and I think it's done pretty well. Ignactor's moveset is really fun, his design is really cool. I like Ignactor a lot. He's Plesioth, but better in every single way. I fought Ignactor for the first time in 3. I'm Tremor, I see. I remember having to farm him a little bit because I was stuck on the Sayadeus mission. I couldn't figure out how to beat Sayadeus, do enough damage to him to repel him. Whenever he'd reach that final zone in that path he was running, I would always either fail the mission, or I'd barely succeed and then fail in the final zone every single time. And I couldn't figure out how to consistently get to that final zone, number one, and number two, how to not fail in that final zone. And the strategy that I found out about on the internet that I did use and ended up working was to use the Ignactor Lance, because apparently the Lance's moveset underwater, the Sayadeus boss fight being entirely underwater, is pretty solid. It has the solid 3-poke attack, which works really well underwater, especially against somebody like Sayadeus, who's just a big, slow-moving target. So you could just wail into him with that 3-poke attack and be relatively fine. And I believe why the Ignactor one was recommended is because Sayadeus is weak to fire. That could be bullshit, and logically it would seem bullshit, considering he's literally a water monster. But that's just what I read about on the internet, and at the time I was too young to really question it or learn about the technicalities as to why it worked. I was just told that it worked, so I gave it a go, and it did work. That was how I beat Sayadeus. So I had to farm Ignactor a little bit in order to get that lance. But besides that, I've never really spent much time grinding Ignactor out for really anything. But I do have that fond memory of farming him out, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed farming him out, and his lance really came in clutch for me on that fight. I appreciated that a lot. So it looks like we've broken the magma off of his front right arm, but that's it so far. So that means even when his body hardens up, we still have the ability to hit and damage his front right arm. So at least that is an opportunity that we've secured for ourselves. I've been targeting his chest though, because that is a much easier spot to hit, and it's a much easier place to target, as you guys should know from me fighting Lagiacrus. They got the same skeleton, and I target Lagiacrus' chest, don't I? So I've been really targeting that. We just broke his head now with the critical juncture, but it's been taking a minute for it to break, surprisingly. Based on where I'm standing, I was unable to parry that over, unfortunately. Oh, he's hardened up again. Now his head's broken though, so now we have 2 options for damaging him. still going to target his chest in the hopes of breaking it. We really shouldn't be, though. His chest is the easiest spot to break on his body. Or spot to hit, rather. So if we can break that, we give ourselves a really solid opportunity for damaging him consistently, even when his body is hardened up. I'm surprised it's not broken yet. We broke his head and his arm before we broke his chest, and we haven't been targeting a single one of those. His head, I guess I get because it was a critical juncture, but his arm, I don't know how the hell that broke so easily compared to the chest. I hope he does the spin beam, the circular beam, however you want to call it, where he just sticks his upper half of his body out from the ground, and he just lies there and does like a rotating circular beam around his whole body. Because if you're close enough to him when he does that, he can't hit you with it, and it's just a free wail fest. You could just completely wail on him, absolutely for free, no damage taken on your part, no risk, and just destroy him. He's done that once already in this fight, and I'm hoping he does it again. We're getting really unlucky with his moves right now, because he's choosing to use, coincidentally, just as usual in this fucking series, the absolute dumbest fucking moves in his whole moveset, so that the only thing I'm able to do is run in circles waiting for it to end. That's classic for this series. It's about how it always goes for me for no reason. The game loves making me fight monsters I like, and then making me hate them because they use one move, and one move only. That one move is the one move they shouldn't be using. I'm not really too mad about it though, because besides that, this fight's been alright. I like Ignactor. I just wish he would stop spamming the same move repeatedly, and I wish that move wasn't him going underground. But you know, we can't all get what we want, especially me. So I'm not going to dwell on it too much. We've broken his chest, which is super good. So that's an arm, his chest, and his head that are now broken and vulnerable, even when he's hardened like this. If he'd stop backing up and then sprinting, so that I could actually swing my weapon, that would be awesome. I don't know why this game is so hell-bent on not allowing me to play, ever, no matter who I'm fighting. Whatever they can do to just make it so that I can't even attack. That was a bit of a risk on my part, but it paid off. Broke his back, it looks like. So if we ever have the opportunity to break his back, or hit his back rather, which doesn't happen all that much, we can. Because the magma's broken. I parried too early. Nice. Alright, he goes up with an immediate thrash. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. I don't think I've ever mounted Ignactor a day in my life. But that's okay, because he still went down. Where in the fuck am I? There goes his left arm, it looks like. So now the whole front of his body is vulnerable, which is really good for us, since that's where we're going to be most of our time. Wait, did I drink a cool drink? Yeah, I did. Then why am I on fire? What just happened? How did I get set on fire? Alright, don't know what just happened. That's okay. I don't need to know. I just need to hit him. So far, fight's going fairly well. I don't know if he's ready to be captured or not, which is why I hate capture missions, because I never fucking know. And the monsters I fight don't like to limp. They just don't. They choose not to. So this could warrant a test, but I also don't want to just waste traps. I don't know. Better safe than sorry, I guess. Nice predict, dumbass. You failed. Let's just give it a shot. I would rather be safe than sorry. Never mind, he knocked me out of it. Guess that's a sign. I won't be doing that then. I rolled into that. I knew he was going to do that, and I still dodged that direction. That was my bad. I'm getting punished because I'm backing up to try and... I don't want to hit on him too much, because if I accidentally kill him, we just insta-fail. With a capture mission, you have to capture, or it's a fail. So I don't want to accidentally kill him and then just fucking lose the mission. Which is why I hate capturing missions. You can tell that they're capturable because they limp away. But sometimes, number one, they just choose to stay in the zone so that they never have the opportunity to limp away and they die. Or number two, sometimes when they leave the zone, even if they are limping, they won't limp. Like if they're able to limp and they should be limping, sometimes they'll just choose not to for no real reason. And there's no like discernation as to why they do that or what occurrences cause them to do that. They just do it. So if you're relying on them limping, 50% of the time, like literally half of the time, you'll still end up killing them anyway. I've been there a million times and I'll be there a million more. It's fucking annoying. The perception skill is a great way to avoid this, but we don't have perception, and we don't have a Palico that has perception, so that's not exactly something we can just do. What I'm trying to do is just pray for the best while I fight him, and hope that he actually does limp when he's ready to limp. But I can't go full on out on him, because I don't trust the game. I just blatantly do not trust the game to 100% sure tell me that he's limping when he's ready to limp. I don't trust the game at all to do that. I don't know. I'm scared that he's just gonna die at any moment, because we've done some pretty good damage to him. But he's not limping. He's stationary here, so let's just give it a shot. Let's just try it. We'll give it a test. If he's not ready to be captured, then we'll know. He was ready to be captured. That fucking bastard. I knew it. Well, there we go. That worked out in our favor. Thank God I did that. I have no clue how low he was. Well, there we go. We did it. And we did not fail. That's awesome. No reason to do that. We didn't need to do that. That wasn't required for progression. But Ignactor is cool. I enjoyed that fight. Very few annoying occurrences where he just spammed stupid moves, and all I had to do was run around and wait for it to end. And the fact that it was a capture mission is inherently annoying if I don't have perception. But we didn't lose, and that's what matters. We still succeeded, we still got the fight done, and we still got to fight Ignactor, which is always really cool. So it looks like things are coming up. We're finally getting to the end of high rank, where monsters are cool, and the game seems to finally be stepping down a little bit, at least for now, so that we're allowed to enjoy fights again. We'll see how long that lasts, but I'm hoping it'll last a while, because that fight I really did enjoy, and the Zinogre fight I absolutely adored. I love the Zinogre fight. Maybe I'm biased, but I thought that fight was awesome. It didn't do anything bad to us, and whenever I got hit, it really felt like it was my fault, which is always a good sign. I'm gonna go stop by my house if I remember where the fuck it is. Is this it here? Oh, it is this. I just didn't get close enough to it. So I want to talk to you. Stop. First of all, am I able to trade for honey yet? No, that'll be a no. Alright. I don't know when I'm able to or how, but I hope it's soon. You got bomb casings, second of all? No? Alright, maybe tomorrow then. Never mind. Well, that was a waste of my time. Okay, well, next on the list of things to do, the other mission we could do is fight Durambros, just so I can show you guys. But number one, it is a capture mission, and number two, we're running out of time. So if I were to do that, I'd want to do it next episode, but I don't want to do that enough to shoehorn it in there. I only did the Ignactor one because we had time, and the other progression-related thing we couldn't fit halfway through the video. So I thought we'd put in Ignactor. Duramboros, we'll just have to wait for another day, maybe when we're in multiplayer. If there's an actual hunt mission for him, then we'll give him a shot, because I do like Duramboros. But for now, we're gonna have to say goodbye to him. We won't be checking him out quite yet. And next episode, we will be going after the Fated Four. We'll fight them in the same order we fought them before, starting with Gameth, going up to Mizutsune, then Astalos, then ending in Levinus. And when we fight all 4 of them, we should be unlocking the, hey, look at that. Do we do it? I talked to that girl earlier, and she gave me a hunt mission for Duramboros. Oh, man, that... we don't have time. We don't have time in this episode. And I don't want to shoehorn it in next episode, because it'll take the whole episode to fight the Fated Four. Oh, man. Don't do that to me. I wish I didn't see that. Fuck. I don't know. We'll fight the Fated Four next episode. We'll just stick to that goal. And if, on the off chance, if we speedrun all 4 of these, and we have time, then we'll do this mission and fight Duramboros. But if not, we'll just fight the Fated Four, and whatever ends up being progression next, we'll tackle that in the episode after the next episode. And we'll keep progressing through the story. So Duramboros is either getting fought next episode, or he's not getting fought until later. Either way, we will be killing Duramboros at some point in the series, I promise. But not right now. Not right now, not today, not this episode. But anyway, that is all the time I have for this episode. We got a clear goal, we know what we're doing. It should be pretty concise and to the point next episode, hopefully. And we'll see if we have time to shoehorn Duramboros in there as well, but I'm not optimistic on that. So anyway, again, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on this. I really appreciate you checking out these videos. I hope they've been fun for you to watch, even despite the last few episodes just be me complaining all the time. I know sometimes this game gets like that. I'm sure we've all been there, and we'll be there again. That's just how playing video games goes sometimes. But anyway, thank you so much for sticking through it. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and I hope to see you in the ones to come. Thank you again, guys, so much, and have a great rest of your day. Take it easy.